Good afternoon, guys, and you're watching Type Tech, and I'm your host, Nash. So, you may heard Cyberpods, you may heard GamePods, you may heard GamePod Max. Well, in today's episode of What's in the Box, we have the Gamebuds. So, let's begin. Alright, so it is another series from ZNT. They have already released the GamePods, the GamePod Max, and now they decided to release the Gamebuds. So, what are the specs? This is the specs. So, basically, this is relatively cheap. I got this for 20 bucks. And the specs are, it has gaming mode, CVC8 mic reduction, Bluetooth 5, and IPX5 water resistance. So, without further ado, let's see the box. As you can see, it says Gamebuds TW gaming earphones, and at the back it is it trying to say the selling points are it has game mode, music mode, low latency, Bluetooth 5, 13mm graphene speakers, the silicone mic, beamforming signal processing, immersive sound, and powerful. Alright, so how low is the latency? It says in their website it is born for esports, from 65 to 80 milliseconds, real low latency. Man, their number is getting lower and lower. Anyway, the colors available are the one I have, black, and you also have white. So now it's time for the unboxing. Alright, so it has a very simple design compared to the GamePods and GamePod Max, which has the very gamery look. This time it's just very subtle than the Gamebuds look, and it seems like the stem is smaller, but one way to find out. Okay, so first thing you will get is just the the Gamebuds. And behind it should be the typical Type-C cable, the small and large earbuds, the instruction manual, and what is this? Oh, look at that! It gives you the mobile gaming finger sleeve for free. It says here, wear the warps filler while gaming. Say goodbye to sweat and slippery. Protect your fingertips. Interesting. I may try it in the future, but not in this video. So other than that, that's it. We will move on to the Gamebuds. Alrighty, so this is what it looks like. It is very shiny, not like the GamePods, which is the matte finish, but it's more like the GamePod Max, which is the more glittery, more shiny looking like So the inside, ooh, look at that. It is like basically like a propose. It's like you give to your girlfriend and then it's like it reminds me of like the you are in a Gundam and stuff. And this is the earbuds. Okay, it's okay. So in terms of magnetic wise, the hinge is decent. I wish the casing can open slightly bigger. And if I will try to shake it off, yep, it will immediately come off. So the magnet is not the strongest, so just pray that the case doesn't like open doesn't open upon the impact. So quite interesting. So before we check the earbuds, we will see here it is a very clean look. As you can see, there's nothing here, just the hinge. There's nothing here, there's nothing here, there's nothing here, just the matte plastic hinge. And in front is the light indicator, which is to me it looks like green color. And here is the type C, and this thing, just touching it for a while, it collects fingerprints fairly quickly. So next we look at the earbuds. Right, so as you can see, it is also fully glossy finish, and apparently there's a matte finish right here, if you can see. Alright, as you can see here, there's a like small matte plastic finish on the both sides, which is even, I guess it's for the grip. And if you compare with the GamePods, the stem is slightly shorter, but the radius to tap is slightly bigger, because for GamePods it is focused on the top, and the middle here is thin type, while here is like very uniform look. And in terms of the design of the earbuds, it's pretty much looks the same. The design wise here, you can see it's just the ear tip, you can see is the hole is bigger, and other than that is pretty much the same. And it seems like there's only a small dot of light for the LED compared to the massive lines here for the GamePods. Alright, so that's all for the unboxing. It's time for the weight test. Right, so now the weight of the entire bud is about 43.4, and individually it's about 4.0. If for reference, this is the GamePods, 54.4, slightly heavier. So even the earbuds, 4.8. The earbuds is slightly more lighter than the GamePods. So that's all for the weight. It is time for the pairing phase. I'll catch y'all later. Alright, welcome back to the pairing phase. So it has been few hours since I tried this, and the thing is, I kind of like it. I like it way more than the GamePods and the GamePod Max. It is just mainly the fact that the aesthetic wise is very subtle. It is, if you want to see how the fitting looks like, it looks like this in the photo. Yeah, as you can see, it is a very slick black, and when I turn on the game mode, it will say game mode, and if I press again, it will say music mode. Yeah, basically that's the the good thing about it aesthetically, because it will not shine so bright. Like I'm talking to you, Cyberpods. Yeah, it will not shine until you can see the end of the earth. And so it's good for if you're playing in the night time, and also it's very subtle, so people will not know that you are carrying a Gamebuds. So what are the controls? The controls are as the screen shown above, and it is basically single tap for volume up and down, double tap to play and pause, triple tap to go to the next song and the previous song, and press and hold on the left for the AI assistant, and press and hold on the right for the game mode and the music mode toggle. So it's a quite interesting controls. It is slightly different compared to the GamePod and the GamePod Max, where it is supposed to be a triple tap to activate the toggle. But whether you like the controls is up to you. To me, it's okay. And for the lighting wise, it is very subtle. It looks a bit more childish compared to the more gaming mode setting vibe of the GamePod Max and the GamePods. So it looks like it's a small child right here, but it's actually quite ergonomic lah, because it's the thing is quite slim. It is quite slim that probably when I carry this around in my pocket, I am more willing to carrying this around in my pocket compared to these two guys. Yeah, because of the how smooth the design looks like. And yeah, I also tried the thumbs right here. It's I mean, like, that is quite, I mean, it's like wearing a glove for your thumbs, but if I'm going to carrying around, it's 100% going to be lost while transacting. So it's up to you. And for the sound, I'm actually quite impressed of the sound compared to the GamePods, because the Gamebuds, the earpiece when playing is very comfortable in the ear, and when the music play, it's quite decent. It has a bit of vocals, bass, and also instruments that is playing in harmony. And the song that I like when it play, called What's the POPPIPA by the Poppin Party. Basically the song, it focus heavily on the guitar playing, the drumming and the strumming, while also the vocals is playing, which is actually quite nice balance. And if you want to know, if you want to listen for yourself, there's a link down below in the description. And other than that, I would say for $19, is it worth it? Hell yes, this is worth it. To be honest, I would go for this than a lot of the earbuds that would cost me $40, $50, all the way to 100 plus. Just because, yeah, it is supposed to be made for gameplay, but for general use also, it's actually not too bad, because it has a AC mode, and you can just turn on the music mode or you turn on the game mode. There's not much difference other than the latency, and probably I will just leave the game mode on for the entire thing, and probably it will reduce the playing time. But 5 hours is actually plenty of time compared to some of the earbuds that can only last maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. Yeah, so let me summarize on why you should buy this. First, it's only 19 bucks. It is cheap. Number two, why I like it is because of the very subtle design of the earbuds. It is just a single white LED. Number three, the casing. It is very simple, but it is very ergonomic. It is actually for a game, but it is very slim, and it's probably more portable to carry in your pocket compared to the other more aggressive design of a game earbuds. And lastly, the sound is decent compared to the other the other Gamebuds, where they are mainly, sometimes they are more heavily focused on the bass side because you want to make the explosion of guns and everything. But for this, it doesn't really push the bass too hard, and it can play the background musics way clearer. And also the fact that it is fairly light. It is only 43 grams, 43.3 grams to be precise, compared to the other other Gamebuds that I have tried, which is over 50 grams. The earbud itself is only 4 grams. It's very light. So that is all the conclusion. That is all the things that I like about this. This is a must buy if you are looking for something to play, to game on, or simply just to listen to music. This is really all rounder with just a small tint of a gaming aesthetic. And yeah, and that's all I have to say. But man, I'm actually very impressed. Probably this is going to be one of my earbuds that I'm going to use a lot, and that says a lot because I like small and slim, compact factors of earbuds, and also I like it to be as subtle as possible. So probably this is going to be my top 3 most used earpiece. So yeah, so that's all from me. And if you want to know what are the latency, I'm going to do a latency comparing using the GamePods, the Gamebuds, the GamePods, and the CyberPods. We're gonna have the 3-way face-off to see whose latency will be better. Can these two improve on their current score, or the Gamebuds going to blow them away, being so cheap? If you want to know, subscribe so you will not miss the next episode on How Fast series. And if you like this video, do hit that like button. And this is Nash, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.